Okay, so this story is really going all over the place. Supposedly they arrested somebody today. And you know, if you read the articles, it says he's connected in connection with with their investigation to classified documents, such and such. So this is interesting. Here in the first paragraph, NBC News says Jack, whatever, a 21-year-old member of the Massachusetts Air National Guard was arrested by federal authorities on Thursday in connection with their investigation into classified documents that were leaked on the internet. Notice that. And now look at the headline. FBI arrests 21-year-old Air National Guardsman suspected of leaking classified documents. That's rich. So the headline makes it sound like he actually is suspected of leaking them. The first paragraph says in connection. So the thing is there's no way a 21-year-old National Guardsman on TDY, I heard, would have access to a top secret skiff where he could print documents. So that's just not going to happen. There's only maybe a few thousand people in the, army that would have the ability to do that. Some people, not even everybody within, an intelligence agency. A lot of people within an intelligence agency wouldn't be able to do that. And you're going to have me believe that 21-year-old Air National Guardsman was suspected of leaking classified documents? No. He was on Discord, and this was according to the Washington Post story earlier today, where they had this totally rehearsed interview of some Discord kid who face was blacked out. The interview, I mean, he may have been one of the kids on the Discord server last week when the guy showed the documents, right? But he wasn't. He definitely rehearsed that interview. It was very forced, very monotone. It was just very rehearsed sounding. So there's some hanky-panky going on here. You got the media now every day saying documents were leaked or saying leaked information, but they're not showing any documents for any of these. And all of it seems to be trying to repair or a lot of it seems to be trying to repair Ukraine's reputation. But don't take my word for it, because I'm getting this from all of the people I keep track of. Moon of Alabama does an excellent article. I don't want to plagiarize. I'm giving credit. So this is a very good point he's making here. Larry Johnson, earlier on Judge Napolitano, he's been on fire. And he makes the point that, the only legitimate proven documents that were leaked, there was about 12 or 15 of them. I've seen about 10 of them myself. So that was the original leak, which this young man supposedly is being arrested for. Problem is the young man couldn't have possibly have been the leaker. And here's the thing about it is what's going on here is somebody, I'll repeat from last time, somebody high up within a DOD or intelligence agency. First of all, they already knew about these documents because they probably were in the briefing room. And then they went, when the documents were originally presented to a high-ranking either cabinet member or high-ranking officer or high-ranking official within one of the intelligence agencies. So that person was in the briefing room, and then they were able to print the documents, fold them up, and get them out of there. So that was a high-ranking rank-and-file staff member or actual enlisted officer, probably a high-ranking officer at the level of major or colonel, This is what I believe is going on. So, and this person who leaked these documents, because they're is pissed. What their problem is they're pissed off that I don't know if they were pissed off for us getting involved in the Ukraine war or provoking it, but they're certainly not happy with the way it's going right now and the way it's being managed. And this has been a story, as I've mentioned, and a lot of people have mentioned. If you watch Alexander Mercurius, then you know this. The DOD has had a lot of dissent within it over this Ukraine matter. And it seems to be most of the DOD at this point, it seems to me, of the rank and file are pissed off with what's going on. And you have the people that are behind it, the Victoria Newlands, the Jake Sullivans, who probably is working for Clinton, and you have Biden, who doesn't know what's going on, and you have so much corruption on that side of it. They're the people who helped provoke this and started this for over the years. I mean, this has been their project for 20 years almost at this point, maybe longer. I would say at least 20 years. The color revolution in Ukraine was in 2005. That was funded by the National Endowment for Democracy, I'm pretty sure. I mean, I think there's actual money trail there. And as we know, National Endowment for Democracy is a CIA cutout for somebody. I think it's more of a cutout for the State Department. And the State Department seems to be more behind this fucking around in Ukraine. And the DOD and the rank and file military, and actually it looks like a lot of intelligence people are not happy with it. And I think the intelligence people really got pissed off with Nord Stream. And so what we have sort of a civil war between the rank and file, and I'm talking high. When I say rank and file, I mean high-ranking rank and file. I'm talking deputy director, maybe. There's maybe General Milley or someone directly on his staff. We're talking majors, and there seems to be a lot of support. I think what happened with Nord Stream was the straw that broke the camel's back for them. And we have this thing going. So it looks like the Jake Sullivan, Clinton, Victoria Newland side right now is working with the Washington Post and with the Department of Justice, Merrick Garland. Merrick Garland loves corrupt shit. He's going to be involved in any corrupt situation, from Oklahoma City all the way through, going after parents for going to the school board meeting. I mean, this guy's all over it. Man, what a basket case he is. And they put together this little story that Washington Post printed. And the video today was ridiculous. The interview was obviously rehearsed. And now they go and arrest this poor young man whose only crime was, sharing documents he found on the internet. Probably, who knows, maybe dark web or something. He shared those documents out onto the, on Discord. And that's not illegal for him. FBI arrests 21-year-old Air National Guardsman suspected of leaking classified documents. Okay, note the headline. Now, note this is NBC. Note the first paragraph. Was arrested by federal authorities on Thursday in connection with their investigation into classified documents that were leaked on the internet. Interesting change of wording from the headline to the first sentence. I'll tell you what, this is getting rich. It's getting rich. But what really looks like it's happening is there's an escalating sort of power struggle going on between these two factions, the rank and file, bureaucrat class faction, and the freaking political types and the neoconservatives, really. That's what Alexander Mercurius would call it. So I think I've given credit to everybody. Larry Johnson, Alexander Mercurius, every episode. Moon of Alabama. My little addition to it is that, this, as far as who did it, why, and, the dark web might have been where they initially put these documents, whoever leaked them, because that would have been the easiest place to cover one's tracks. They might have spread them around the dark web. I know they were on the internet for quite some time before last week. I know about that. But now they're starting to muddy the waters with fake leaks, first of all. And I'm just like giddy with excitement that the rank and file bureaucracy and the political types are getting in a tussle. So stay tuned for more, folks. This is bound to get interesting. I hope it does. We'll see what kind of distractions they try to throw our way. I am out.